Hi guys, it's Naveen and welcome back to my channel. So in this video, I thought of making a video about my experience at 44th module in the Brototype journey. So in this week, I got the opportunity to learn about Git. Yeah, I was already using Git in my projects before these modules. I was using even before joining Prototype. I was aware about Git and I have used a little bit of Git. But in this week, I go to learn about advanced concepts of Git. I really learned to use the pull request, create pull request, and then creating merges between two branches. I learned about what's the use of rebasing a branch, then also learned about cherry picking a particular commit in a branch. So these are the things which I really got to learn. Yeah, I would say that I knew the fundamentals of Git, but I wasn't aware about the advanced concepts that we could really use in a project and which can be really helpful to us while really working on building a software project, building a product. So these were the things that I really wanted to share with you guys. And also the other uh, thing which I got to learn in this week was about it was about yeah writing tests in PyTest. So PyTest is a library which is used to write tests for the code that we have written in Python or Python associated libraries or frameworks. So we can use PyTest to write tests to test our code, which is written in Python, to create unit tests, end-to-end tests, or any other types of tests. We can use PyTest. We can also use PyTest to test the fast API code that we have written. So that's another application of PyTest. So these were the main things that I got to learn in this week. And yeah, when it comes to the academic part, I would say that this week was a really light week, and that's what I would say. Yeah, it was a really light week, and now I'm really uh, thinking about the project which I need to build, the product which I was about to build. I was thinking about it, brainstorming the ideas and features that I could build, even thinking about bringing that product into real users so that I can get the feedback from the real people about what they need and what matters to them. So that I don't care about what they say. I care about what they feel and whether they are ready to pay. If they are ready to pay, that's the signal. Then, okay, this is my product is something which is actually solving a problem. That's when I realize it, right? So that's the main thing about that. So what else? This how the things are going on. And now currently I would tell you that as I am a student here at Brototype, I just don't want I just don't want to confine myself into improving my technical skills. Rather than that, I need to develop skills in communicating with people. Also, I need to develop courage, which is needed to interact with people who are higher in hierarchy than me. I think that's something which I really need to develop because I really feel terrible and afraid when I see people when I'm interacting with or talking with people who are having high seniority than me or a more experience than me. I realize that they are just normal human beings just like me. And I don't have to really think about them in such a way. I do know that, but still I tremble, I feel afraid when whenever I get an opportunity to meet them, to talk to them. I really tend to avoid such opportunities because of this fear. So I realized that rather than just developing the technical skills, I need to develop the skill of getting into discomfort. I think that's the most important thing I need to develop. Even now, I feel like take my mobile, open the YouTube app because it's the most comforting thing I can do right now, right? Because at that time, at that moment, I get into my comfort zone. But whenever I open the VS Code, open the ChatGPT to learn something, I really get to start becoming discomfort. But I realize that it is the discomfort which makes me better. That's how I really grow. I think I just need to understand that the discomfort is the sign that I'm doing something which is worth it. I think it helps me grow. That's something which I need to understand and accept. Yeah, I'm really working on developing my skill in that area, and I hope I can do something worth for the society, for the people around me by solving their problem. I think this is something worth it. So anyway, so happy to see you guys and excited to share my experience, my thoughts about how this week was and how it was going on. So anyway, I'm winding up. See you next week with my exciting experience about 45th module where I will create a mini project kind of thing and I will share everything about it in the upcoming video. Bye bye guys.